Hi Venkat,
Hi,
welcome to Mirror Podcast. How are you?
I'm doing very great. How are you doing?
Very well as well. So tell us about your journey. What inspired you to start Trufit?
If you talk about my inspiration to get into this thing, I need to tell about my background, how I come from, contractor to this. So when I was doing constructions as an architecture firm, so we wanted something to, develop as a product. So we were, when I was doing as a construction, I was partnered with many other vendors who were into this modular. But when we were trying to give them the product specification, how we wanted in our project, so it was very difficult for us to communicate with them. And the delivery of the product was, what we were not expecting it. So we thought, okay, this is something it's really lacking and we wanted to get in. So then it started in 2023 and it's all started from there.
Okay. You saw a gap basically there. Say you were trying to communicate something about a good product and the people who are manufacturing it or getting it done did not understand. Was that what you wanted to solve?
So as a product, I think everybody sees modular as an interior and they're not into the concept of the product or style of the product. They just want their cabinet to be applied with multiple colors. And nobody understands what hardware goes in, how it will be open, what hardware makes the different concept, a style or a wardrobe, this thing. So we wanted to do something is nobody's doing in India as such. So if you see as an Italian, they come up with the different profiles, different hardwares. So the old hardware, the old profiles will make the new concept, new design and the outlook of the products. So we wanted to do something nearest to that, and we wanted to take the inspiration from them and get it done in India. So that's how it is started. We wanted to fill the gap where if you wanted a niche product, if you want Italian proper wardrobe in your home, we are there.
Got it. So how much of effort do you put into developing a prototype or engineering a product?
We have put a lot of efforts in it. I can't really describe in words. We have failed multiple times in developing a new product. Yeah, but ultimately our goal is to bring up a new product. So it was a tough job to create something nobody is doing, because we have to understand what is the engineering that goes into the wardrobe. Then with the engineering we have to do little fine tunes, make it the perfect cabinet. So it took us time. For every product that we do it here, it needs a lot of effort to do it.
So in terms of product innovation, so how do you keep it new all the time, or how do you make it very innovative? What are the things that you do? Do you visit, do you travel, do you explore? How do you do it?
So it's more of a visit. We go to other countries to see what they're doing, and we try to take the inspiration from all these designers from Italian.
What is the inspiration that you see, say for instance, Italian designs or designs elsewhere outside India or even within India? What kind of inspirations that you see that you have applied here?
So I have observed that all the Italians don't spend time on a different color. They make it as a solid one color, but with the same solid one color, they'll apply a different design of opening the doors. Sometimes they split the doors into 3 equal parts, sometimes they split in 2 equal parts. We even with the making 2 equals and 3 equals, the whole concept of the wardrobe will do the change. Yes. But then did nothing. They just made a geometry work that way. So that way they are very good at designing, and they got a lot of resources and money that we can spend time and do different subjects. But here as we're doing just business, we're not spending money on a research where we can develop ourselves as a new product. So we don't have that much resource. So we're just trying to take inspiration from who already developed and trying to decode it, reverse engineer it and get it done in India.
Indians are very good at that.
Yeah, Chinese are way better than us, but I'm trying to overcome them and doing it. Yeah. So and let's say you're an Italian designer and you showcased your product in Introzoom, and all the Chinese go there and they get it ripped off and they'll get it done in China for a better price. So why don't we do it? So that's all started from us here.
So in terms of branding, like Trufit, what does it speak to the people? Like why should I choose Trufit?
The first thing is uniqueness in the product that nobody gives it to you as. And the second thing is we are young entrepreneurs, always look into the product, give the best of what we can do it. We are not see this as a business, we see it as a product and our future. So we don't compromise in any way. So another thing is responsibility that we take up to finish up your project. And we are there to serve you for your, all the years that you're there with our product. Yeah.
Great. So do you see any gaps in the Indian mindset? Do you feel that they have to change something? The people, how they approach and buy or see a product?
So is it like in terms of buyer or in terms of manufacturing?
No, buying as well as manufacturing. First in terms of a buyer.
So in terms of a buyer, I think the market has been revolving around the price per square foot SFT more than a concept.
They're very price sensitive.
Very, very price sensitive, and the market became very competitive. And so irrespective of what hardware they do, what material they do, what finishes they do, we just talk about the prices here. So when I'm trying to do a better project, better product with the better materials, I think the price is little higher. But when you're comparing that price, I think you should take the consideration of all these parameters as well, along with not just the price. When coming back to the manufacturer, the manufacturer is just saying this as a business. He's not focusing on, he don't want to build like a product or do new innovations that he can keep alive throughout his life journey. But everybody's just doing business, I think so. So I think business manufacturers also need to change in terms of the product. If you see in other countries, I think every company has their own uniqueness, own product name, own different subject. But here we just talk about wardrobe. That's all. The wardrobe has no name, nothing. So when we see all these things, we wanted to come up as a product which has a name to it. So yeah, that's wanted to fill this gap in industry.
Okay, got it. So what are the hiccups that you faced, like this journey that you've had?
Hiccup is only financial trouble and number of orders that we're doing. When we talk about something new, when we little priced comparatively to the local product, I think we are not very fortunate enough to get many clients as we asked to. So we are burning a lot of money to keep the company alive and run the show. But yeah, that's only hiccups that we're facing, not with the client, but with the number of orders that we are gaining today.
Okay, got it. And where do you see the industry growing? Do you see a potential market here in India? What is the future for all these things?
Future potential is very, very, very high. We are very high in growing as urban cities. Everybody needs wardrobes now. No carpentry work been, the carpentry has become, downfall, and everybody opting for a modular where they get the better finish, better these things. So the potential is very, very high. So cities are growing, everybody needs a wardrobe, everybody need to buy a house. So yeah, potential is very high.
Great. So in terms of manufacturing and in terms of sourcing, I see that you have put a lot of effort into it. So how do you handle it? What kind of inputs that you give to the factory or to the person who is sourcing all the materials for you?
So we work in a different way here. What we do is when we are designing something, I sit with the design. I'll tell the designer to what to apply and what profiles, what hardware, what finishes to apply in a design. We do all the designs, everything, get the sign off done. Then it goes to the production. So there the inventor manager will do only a procurement, because we will be giving all the profile details, where this material will be available, where this is, from which vendor it is. So factory has no problem in sourcing the materials. I think only we as a designer to understand the product, what comes in the market, keep it in our brain and apply the same thing for the future design. So that is a challenge for me.
Got it. So what's the future for Trufit in the next 5 years, 10 years? Where do you see it going?
You'll see us at a very good state. Sorry to mention all the time that we come as a product, but we're actually into the product. This is no more.
It's fantastic.
We are no more India guys.
Sorry
so
about. I feel.
Yeah.
I feel the evolution has been wonderful, and there are people intending to make good products. That is something very welcoming.
Exactly.
And exciting.
Exactly. When you have to buy a car, you go buy a car based on the product name. It's not the model name. We are buying a Mercedes, you go buy a Mercedes, and from there you get the luxuries, what level you are buying. I think in the model also, with the future, I think when you wanted to buy something in a modular flat pack furniture, I think you'll visit Trufit as a brand, and from there you see the luxury segments, whether you want the solid finish, the finish, glass finish, to different ranges. Yes.
So that's how you want
Yeah.
people to see Trufit.
Yeah, it's exactly like a product. And yeah, so yeah.
I got it. Yeah. So Venkat, tell me about your co-founders and how you guys came together to start Trufit.
So I have other two wonderful co-founders with us. So they are my friends from childhood. We were from the same background, same university, and same college and same class. So my other co-founder name is Sankari. He is mainly into the finance, and it's all about the money talks. He'll close a deal with the money. He'll take what order and what price. Another one we have is Manoj. He's more into marketing. He's very passionate about graphics designs. The whatever that photo graphics that you see it on our Instagram is all developed by him. He's very innovative in designing a poster or an Instagram post.
Okay, great. So talk about your team. Like, how large is your team size, and what do they do?
Now we have including all factory employees, I think we have a team size around 90 people working under us. We got around 8 designers who are working under me directly. All these designers are from interior and architecture background. So as you see Trufit as a company, I think our average age will be around 26 years age. So it's a completely young company and young entrepreneurs and young staff that we have it today. Everyone is wonderful. I think they'll give their blood and this thing to work with us.
So Venkat, thank you for being part of this Mirror podcast, and we wish the Trufit team all success and all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you.